Okay, Abdulaziz, can you start?
Use the irregular ER and ER structure correctly.
Now, why does it mean, what does this mean, guys? Irregular.
Not regular.
Yeah.
Not normal.
This is not normal. It's an unusual sentence structure, okay? Kind of a special case. You understand? Now, when we have a normal sentence, guys, in a normal sentence, what should we always put in a normal sentence?
Subject and verb.
Exactly. You should always have a subject and verb. Do you understand? Yeah? Okay. So, should always have a subject and verb in a normal sentence. But this is a special formula. So, Abdul Majid, can you read?
An irregular comparative structure consists of two parallel comparative introduced.
So that means it means the must come at the beginning. Okay. In this formula, the comes at the beginning, always. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of this comparative? Yesterday we did comparative and superlative, but what does it mean comparative, gentlemen? Anybody?
To compare.
We want to compare two things, okay? Two equal things. Perfect. That is correct. So, Ayed, can you read the example? The first example.
The harder he tried, the further the fell.
The harder he tried, the further he fell behind. Now, in a normal sentence, something is not here. Something is missing if in a normal sentence, right? In a normal sentence, you should have a connector.
Yep.
In a normal sentence. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. This is not a full stop. You see, this is not a full stop. What is this?
Comma.
That's a comma,
comma.
right? In a normal sentence, we have the first clause, comma, connector, and then the second clause, okay? All right. Abdurrahman Khalid. Second example.
The older the children are, the more their parents expect from them.
Yeah. So look at the structure here. What's the structure in this example?
The older.
So at the beginning, we have comparative, right? At the beginning, the older. Then what? What comes next?
Subject and verb.
We have the first subject. We have the first verb. Then we have a comma. Then what?
Comparative.
Another comparative, right? Another comparative. So this is the second comparative. Up here, the first comparative. Okay. So now, after the second comparative, what's next?
Subject, the second subject.
Second subject, right? Their parents. And then after that, what do we have?
Second verb.
The second verb. All right. So there you go. Here's the formula. First comparative, the older, then the subject, verb, second comparative, second subject, second verb. Okay. Now, what about the first example? Is it different, or is it the same structure? The first example, the harder he tried, the further he fell behind. Same or different?
Different. Same.
Same, right? Same structure. All right, Mustafa. I want you to read this example. I have some examples here. Can you read?
Yeah. The bigger they are, the harder they fail.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. You guys know the story of Dawood and Jalut?
Yes.
Dawood Jalut.
You know?
Yeah.
Jalut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dalut and Jalut. Yeah? What happened?
Yes.
Dawood killed.
He
No.
killed Jalut.
Dawood killed
Right?
Jalut. Yeah.
Yeah. We say in this case, the bigger they are, the harder, boom, they fall. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Okay. You know, everyone is afraid of a really big person or a big company or something, right? Yeah. But when they fail, they really fail. You understand?
Yeah.
When they fail, they really fail. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Just like Dawood and Jalut, right? Okay. So now look at the structure here. What do you see, guys? Comparative, subject, verb, comma, comparative, subject, verb, right? Read the next one, Saleh.
The sooner, the bigger, the better.
The sooner, the better. The sooner, the better. Guys, this sentence looks incorrect, but it is correct. This it's a special formula, and we use this. It is academic, formal English, but it's a special formula, okay? Notice, do you see a subject?
No.
No.
No subject. Do you see a verb?
No.
No verb. So this formula, it breaks all the rules, doesn't it? It breaks all the rules. But it is a correct formula. Yes, Mustafa.
What does it mean, this sentence? The sooner is the better, like this.
When you are expecting, maybe you're expecting some bad news, yeah, or maybe, okay, you could say, all right, maybe an uncle of yours is very, very, very sick and in really, really, really bad pain. You might say, well, the doctor said that he will die. The doctor said he will die. You say, well, sooner the better. Okay, but there are many different situations where you can say the sooner the better. Okay.
We have a similar
Yeah.
say in Arabic. Similar.
Yeah. The sooner the better. The sooner that something happens, the better things will become.
Yes.
That's what it means. Okay. Next, Saleh, read this example.
The
Saleh?
more, the merrier. Yes.
Merry means happy, okay? So when you say the more, the merrier, you say this when you go, maybe you and a friend, you go for coffee. You go for coffee, and then another friend sees you and he says, can I join you? You say, yeah, of course. The more, the merrier.
Merrier.
The more people that join us, the happier we will be. Do you understand?
Yes.
All of these are majazi. We use them all the time in English. We use these sentences a lot in English. Start watching movies and TV series. You will hear it at some point, you will hear this in a movie or a TV show or something, okay? All right, so let's go down here. Hussein, the more?
Okay. The more children you have, the bigger the house you need.
Yeah, the bigger the house you need. The
Right.
more children you have, the bigger the house you need. Basil Agamdi.
Yes.
Next example.
The harder you work, the more you accomplish.
The harder you work, the more you accomplish. The more you practice TOEFL, the better your score will be. You understand? Ayat.
Yes.
Next.
The greater the experience, the higher the salary.
Yeah, when you go to Aramco, the greater the experience, the higher the salary. You understand? Yeah. Now, again, look at this. Do you see a verb in this? Can you see a verb?
No.
No verb,
No.
right? This is a special formula, okay? All right, take a look down here. Abdulaziz.
The ER or more, the same structure.
And then?
The ER or more, same structure.
Good. ER or more. Now, I've also added some other words.
Less, fewer. Less and fewer.
Do you guys know these words?
Yes.
What's the difference? What's the difference between less and fewer? Do you know the difference?
Can I?
Yes, Hassan.
Fewer with countable nouns, less
Correct.
with uncountable.
Bingo. That's the answer. Less, we say less coffee, less water, less homework, right? So Hassan, now in 04, do you have more homework or less homework?
Less homework.
Your teacher doesn't give you homework. Okay.
It gives, but not like Mr. H.
Not like Mr. H. Okay. All right. So I want you to read this, Ayat. Ayat.
The yellow or
Yes, here. This.
this type of sentence may or may not include a verb.
Maybe it has a verb, maybe it doesn't have a verb, okay? Abdulaziz, no, Mustafa, read. Circle.
Circle to compression with the underline the parts that should be parallel, indicate correct or incorrect.
Good. And then read it over here, Saleh, and tell us why this is wrong. What's the problem?
The hotter comparative. The food is the first subject and first verb. Harder should be the harder.
Correct. Should be what? Say again.
The harder.
Exactly. We have to add the. It's not optional, gentlemen. Okay. It is not optional. So we need to put in the, T-H-E. Okay. All right. The harder. The hotter the food is, the harder it is to eat. All right. Hassan, how about number 2? I think it's just explain the circle.
Okay. The warmer, so it's comparative.
And then?
The weather, the greater the attendance at the outdoor concert.
Good. Okay. All right, gentlemen, let's give this exercise a shot. Here we go. You got 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Two minutes. One minute, 45 seconds. One minute, 30 seconds. One minute, 15 seconds. One minute. Forty-five seconds. Thirty seconds. Fifteen seconds. Time is up.
All right, gentlemen, let's do this quickly. So Abdulaziz, what do you think about number 3?
Incorrect.
You say it's incorrect?
Yes.
All right. Where is the circle?
The more.
Okay. The more. And then?
The worst.
Okay. So why is this a problem?
Because the second one should be the worst.
Should be what?
The worst.
Ah, yeah. What is worst?
The third, the biggest, like the biggest.
It's superlative, right?
Yes.
Worst is superlative. So should be, you're right, the worst, W-O-R-S-E. It must be comparative, cannot be the superlative, okay? Very good, well done. Saleh, how about number 4?
Correct.
4 is correct?
Yes.
Why? Where's the first structure? Well, the circle, let's put the circle. Where do I put the circle?
The more.
The more time, actually. The more time. Where's the second one?
The happier.
The happier. Okay. All right. Now look at the structure. What's the structure here? What do we have?
Comparative and subject and verb.
children, so subject verb. And
Yes.
here also subject
Subject.
verb. Very good. Hussein, how about number 5?
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Where do I put the circle?
The thicker the wall, the thicker.
The thicker. Thicker the walls. Okay.
The noise.
And then where's the second one?
The noise.
Less.
The-
But that's a problem, right?
yeah.
Yeah. We can't put less at the end, right? So there's a problem. You can't say it is less. So what should I do? Any idea?
The less in the beginning. The less noise that comes through.
That's right. We should say the less the noise that comes through.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rich. See you tomorrow.
Welcome. You're welcome. See you. So the less the noise that comes through. Now, this part that comes through, of course, this part is optional. It's optional, right? Okay. The less the noise, you could say that. The less the noise, khalas, the end. That's possible. The less the noise. That comes through is optional. But you cannot say the noise that comes through is less. Okay. Why not? We must put the comparative at the beginning. The comparative comes first. Comparative, then the structure, then the comparative and the structure. Like this. Okay. There you go. Okay, how about number 6? Let's see, Abdulaziz, you want to try number 6?
Yes, incorrect.
Incorrect. Okay. Where should I put a circle here?
The faster. It should be the faster you run.
Yeah, it shouldn't be here, right?
Yes.
Should be at the beginning. And what about the second? Where's the second one?
The more.
Okay, the more. The more. The faster, the more, not just the more, also you should include quickly. Okay. Include quickly here. There you go, just like that. Okay, so how do I fix it?
The faster you run.
Correct. The faster you run comes at the beginning. Not at the end. The faster you run, the more quickly you'll arrive. Okay. And then what's the structure that we have? Subject, verb, and here, same thing. Subject, verb. Okay. All right. Next, Abdul Majid, you want to do number 7?
Yes, it's correct.
Okay. Where do I put the circles?
The more.
Okay. The more.
The second circle and the higher.
Exactly. Second circle, the higher. So we have our 2 comparatives, first and second comparative. And then what do we have? 2 structures. What's the first one? Subject, verb, and then
Subject verb.
Subject verb. Yep. Okay. Ayat. How about number 8?
Correct.
Okay. First circle,
Harder.
the harder. Second.
Easier.
Okay. Easier. Okay. And what's the structure here?
Comparative.
Right. But what are the two structures that we have? On the left, what do you see? Subject and a verb.
Subject and a verb, and also a subject and verb.
Subject verb on both sides. Good. Okay. Faraz Al-Ghamdi, you want to try one?
Yes. Number 9, it is incorrect. The earliest should be comparative.
Okay. Should be comparative. The earliest. Yeah, this is incorrect. Good. And then what about the second circle?
The sooner.
The sooner. Is the second one okay?
Yes, the second one is okay.
All right. So the problem, yeah, you are absolutely correct. Problem is earliest. Cannot say the earliest. What should it be?
Earlier.
We want the comparative, so it should be earlier. Okay. Earlier. What about the structure on the left?
You send in your tax form.
So that's a subject and a verb, and then subject and a verb, right?
Yes, you will.
Okay. Good. Abdulaziz.
Incorrect.
The last one?
Yes.
Incorrect. Where's the problem?
Good time. The second should be the better time.
The more circles should go here, right? The more people.
Yes.
Where is the second circle?
Good time.
Yeah, but that's a problem, right?
Yes.
Cannot put it here. Where should it be?
The better time you will have before, after the comma.
You have to move it in front of the comma, right? So, and how do I say it?
The better time.
The better time. The better time you will have. Then what do we have? What's the structure on the left?
Subject and verb.
Subject verb. People there are at the party. Then
Subject verb.
subject and a verb. Okay. Gentlemen, that's all for today. There you go. Skill 29. Irregular, it's unusual, it's a special formula. Okay. All right, guys.
Thank you, Mr. H.
Thank you, Mr.
You're welcome. Bye, gentlemen.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys.